Yeah,
I
Dub, you
got
could
my
get
heart
started.
me on
He
my
just
other
worried
page,
about
right?
Star.
Hey
Like you
yo,
heard Dub ask you that question.
I'm not my hater.
Oh, is my music? Can y'all hear my music at all in the background?
uh-uh.
Oh,
This
that's
is for
good.
mental health, not messy stuff. Oh my god.
Yeah, then you telling me.
So
All right,
y'all
so
got picks for certain topics. Okay.
so it's me, Unc Dove. Uh, yeah, I've been on the panel with y'all for like a month and some change now. Originally, I'll just give y'all a little rundown. Originally, I used to see people on live all the time. I ain't really like, pay it no mind. But Bar is the one that introduced me to TikTok Live. So here we are now. Uh, Trying to monetize like everybody else, do my thing. Bring my podcast to the platform as well. Hey, Felicia, you coming up?
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm okay.
All right, so I'm just gonna bring my platform to the my podcast to the platform as well. Stepping with on podcast. I had a podcast originally with a partner called Big Steppa Podcast. So I'm just branching off. I'm doing my own thing right now. So I want to do this every Wednesday. Actually, I'm gonna start doing these live panels, different topics. If y'all ever got some things y'all want to discuss, y'all we talk every day on the lives anyway. So y'all can all run it by me. No, I'm not quiet. I just be on there just chilling. So I guess y'all get to see a little bit more about me now. But just to piggyback off some of the topics, anybody want to go with me on the first one? We can talk consistency versus talent. So let me know if you want to come up. If you want to go on this one with me, Bar, we can.
Go.
All right. So consistency versus talent. Um, I don't know. It's a lot of talent out there. You know what I'm saying? You can go by podcast, sports, whatever you want to do, music. But consistency wins. There's a lot of talented people, but they're not consistent. So in order to really get your talent out there, you got to stay consistent. So they go hand in hand. Um, can't really say you can do one without the other, and pretty much prosper. I should say. Like me myself personally, uh, I look at it as consistency being the best thing or the best way to reach your goals. Even if you're not the best at what you do, if you keep going at it, you're gonna get there eventually because you stay at it. Um, you got anything on that, Bar?
Yes. You have to be consistent, because a lot of times you're not talented. A lot of people aren't talented, but the hard work and stuff that they always, you know what I mean? That
Yeah.
they so
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people want to compare that to sports. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of players that's nice, but they don't have a good game every night. You know what I'm saying? They're not in the field putting the work in. So it's like a lot of that comes with consistency and work ethic. A lot of us don't have that. A lot of us do. A lot of us don't. But the people you can see in the work field, like what you do, bro, the people that are consistent, they get the most money, they get the most jobs. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? Even if you might have a better truck or better workers or more workers, you know what I'm saying? They might not get as many jobs because you're consistent. You always out there. Your work is
You
consistent.
gotta put yourself out there. You gotta market yourself. You gotta be consistent. Cause in anything that you do, you gotta promote yourself
For
24/7.
sure. Definitely shout out to
People
everybody that's tapping into the live, man.
uh
I appreciate y'all.
That's heavy in the music industry too, because a lot of people in the music industry these days not talented at all.
I know, man. It's like,
They just consistent as hell, especially when it come to TikTok now.
yeah, we went through the whole mumble rap phase, you know what I'm saying? None of them niggas was really talented, but we listened to it because of the beat, you know what I'm saying? But talent is it's hard to come by in music. I know that for sure. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can do a song. They got the right beat, they got the right people around them, but a lot of these dudes be one hit wonders, they're not consistent. Let me see. I'm trying to see
all
what's
fact.
on so I can see my
But I
next.
be wondering the consistency though. Like, I wonder if it's more so just their music don't really reach people, right? Like, cause there's a lot of guys that have a lot of, even females that have a lot of different songs or whatever, but it just don't be what people be looking for sometimes.
Yeah,
So
that's
like,
true.
you can have somebody that's constantly in the studio, constantly making music, but it's just that sometimes what they making just don't be for the people. Like,
Yeah,
people don't
that
be feeling it.
I think that's a lack of talent right there, you know what I'm saying? Some people just don't have it.
Yeah, like they might have a couple of
Not
hits,
even
but
a
that's
lack of
it.
not even a lack of talent, but you gotta know your market. You gotta know the stuff that the people want. You know what I mean? You
Right.
gotta know your genre. You gotta know your people. Everybody don't know that too.
Yeah, that's true. That's really important. Knowing your space where you can get the best listeners at the algorithms we all learning, as we on TikTok live ourselves, you know what I'm saying? I'm still
Hmm.
trying to figure out Instagram algorithms and I've been on there for years now. I didn't always do content, but the last couple of years I've really been, well, the last year or so, I really want to say I want to be trying to attack the algorithms, putting up more posts on a daily basis and get myself out there.
Hmm.
I
Benji, do you got something to add? Anybody else something to add? Cousin Daryl, you got something to add?
No, Messiah is all out in my background. He is.
Cousin Daryl, is he by the phone?
At this point, cousin Daryl sleep.
cuz faded. No, but no, it's cool. We don't got to stay on this one too long. Uh, Actually, somebody asked me to speak on that one yesterday. When I asked them if they had anything I wanted that they think I should talk about. I don't even think the person is on here though. That's the crazy part. So I'm gonna have to grind them up on the back end. All right, but we can go forward. Which is probably more important and more relevant to today and what we got going on in the community, with Black men especially, is mental health. Men's mental health. Um, I'll just share my own, situation. Uh, I was sick, still, got some things going on, but like back in 2023, I want to say back in 2023, all this stuff just started going wrong. You know what I'm saying? I think I just turned 30, and yeah, I was turning 30 that year, so I was 29 going on 30, and it's like all this stuff, started going wrong. I ain't really never have no like, thank you for the hearts. I really never had no health issues or nothing like that, like asthma or something like that. Like my little skin breakouts and stuff like that, but never nothing that really, made me worry about anything. Always been pretty, husky dude or whatever though. Like I ain't been skinny since I was a young buck. But yeah, so 2023 comes along. Um, I just start going through all this stuff, man. Like start sweating, my feet hurt, like my body's just breaking down out of nowhere. Like, damn, this is how I feel to be 30. Uh, Fast forward to the summer of 2023. It's got real bad for me. Like, I ended up getting diagnosed with a skin condition. There's also autoimmune disease called hidradenitis suppurativa. So I'm just being transparent and open as much as possible nowadays, because in the beginning it was very hard to be open and like even talk about stuff like that. But yeah, like you can get like, I guess you want to call them boils on your body in certain areas, in armpits, back, groin area, buttock and stuff like that. So at first it didn't start off like that. It just was like real stuff happening, and I didn't know what was going on. But when I went to the dermatologist and they did my blood work and everything, that's what was happening. For a minute, I thought I had diabetes for a second. It was crazy because that summer, like I had went down real bad, like 2023 summer. I want to say my birthday in July, so right before my birthday, it just was going downhill. It's like when you go to the doctors and you get diagnosed with something, it might not be that bad at the time, but then it just start going downhill as soon as you find out about it, which is the crazy part. Um, Yup, 13 more hearts, y'all. But definitely from there, I was living, on my own or whatever. Me and my cousin was actually staying together out north. So yeah, it just got real bad, like down spiraling. I was taking a lot of time out of work, and eventually, like it got to a point where I just had to be off of work, like long term. Just never forget, like one time my mom came to see me, and like you grown, you get away from your parents and stuff like that. You don't really want them too much in your stuff. Like I'm like a man, a manly man, so I don't really like. My mom is good, of course, but I don't want her all of my stuff. So eventually, she came over. She seen what it looked like. She seen how I was living, and it wasn't good at the time. So she asked me to come and stay with her. Thank you, thank you. She asked me to come stay with her or whatever. So I did like 6 months with my mom. Got myself relatively better. You want to say like not all the way, but I was feeling better during that winter season. I started like feeling better and like doing more things again, like getting out there because I couldn't do nothing really at one point. Couldn't do nothing. I had to ride a chair at my mom's crib. I'm down the steps. And the crazy part is my grandma was staying here at the time. She passed away that summer last year, but rest in peace, grandma. But yeah, so during that time. I'm here. I'm with all ladies, and it was just a crazy ride. Like, you know what I'm saying? The whole situation. Thank you. Just a crazy situation, just going through that, persevering the first time around, and then coming back full circle. So like summer, said summer 23 is when it started. I want to say I started feeling better this spring of 2024. So eventually I went back to work last summer in 2024. Um, I went back to work and I did a whole year of work from then till this summer actually. So from July of last year to July of 24 to August of 2025, I was working again. And like during that time, I still had to take off a lot of days because I just had bad days. Like, and I got to a point where I was tired of like going to work and fighting because like you going to work and you're not feeling good. It's just a bad mix, especially when I deal with people on a daily basis. I'm talking about every day I deal with people at work. So, long story short, uh, it really affected my mental health. I'm one of those people that people always come to all their problems. They always feel like they can ask me anything, even ask for help or whatever it might be. But to be that person to like finally be on the other side of things was crazy for me. You know what I'm saying? Like people always come to me. Like I said, I'm always there for everybody. I'm like a counselor, unofficial counselor, you know what I'm saying? But just to be that guy to go through those type of things, it really messed with my mental health, especially this last round, because this last round was in August of 2025, and like I collapsed. Damn near like I had sepsis, which is like really bad. It's like an infection that can kind of kill you. So that's how serious it got for me. So I had to come stay with my mom again, and this time was worse because I could barely even walk. So like I'm in the hospital. I got this guy next to me. We had to share a room. All coughing all night and hoo howling, et cetera, et cetera. It was just a bad experience. It really left a sour taste in my mouth. And then like probably from August to October, I was just down bad. I couldn't really do nothing. Finally, like the end of October, I started getting stronger. I was taking like antibiotics every day. I was taking infusion in my arm every day. My mom had to give me an infusion in my arm every morning, every single morning, like no skips until like November the 26th. So on Thanksgiving was the last day of my infusion. I appreciate you, bro. Last day of my infusion was November 26th, and Thanksgiving, and that's actually when I started getting on the panel around that time. So around that time, I was feeling better, you know. So I've been able to like get better and better, opening up again, and doing my podcast again because I had to stop that too, which was hard for me because that's really my thing. Like I work, I do all my other stuff, and I do my podcast. That's really important to me. Uh, but yeah, mental health has been something I've been taking uh real precautions with the last year or so because like previous to that, I never really thought about it. You know, we men, we work, we take care of our families, um, ladies, uh, in our lives and stuff like that. Even, you know, males in our lives. Like I got uncles I take care of in my own way and stuff like that. I don't have any kids, but I got a godson, I got sisters, I got all sisters, I got a nephew that live out Texas. So it's like I always been the guy to like be, you know, the one that people come to, not even just about funds or anything like that, but just for other stuff, man. And like I was really down in a bad space, um, you know, these last 3 months until about, you know, right before the holidays. So um I'm just grateful to get through that. And I just want to tell people, men especially, like, man, you talk to somebody, you know what I'm saying? Because they recommended you know, going to therapy and all that. And I did therapy for a small time in the past, but I never thought I would have to do it again. But it's definitely something I recommend for everybody is therapy, especially if you're dealing with a lot of health problems, losses in your life, as far as you know, people dying and stuff like that. You definitely want to talk to somebody, you know, unofficially, somebody that's that you don't know personally, so you know they can kind of take themselves out of the equation and be unbiased and really talk to you and give you a professional uh assumption. You know what I'm saying? So mental health for men, I'm kind of turned into an advocate for it. Some other things I got online about it. I did a few shows about mental health actually. I'm gonna start posting more on TikTok too, like some of my clips. But definitely men's mental health is very important. Therapy is there definitely important. I recommend it for both sides, men, women and kids too. You know what I'm saying? Because people go through a lot of stuff. We black, we be in the community. We see a lot of stuff. We see people shooting, all types of stuff. People getting ran over, fights, everything. I'm sorry, F1. But definitely we never know. You know what I'm saying? How that stuff can affect people because everybody takes stuff differently. Before I even get any deeper, or you want to say anything about men's mental health?
Shit, you done said it all, man. That was a good take. I don't know if I could do anything after that. But, no, a lot of us guys, we don't like to talk about it because it's not like a cool thing. You know what I mean? And we ain't trying to be like too soft and y'all be
Yeah,
calling us, because all this already. So it's like very hard for us. And like, I think it's going to be a thing for a long time, to be honest with you. And that's the reason why a lot of people, and I'm not getting off track, why
do
they
you think?
love Rod Wave. He makes like painful music and we just in like, like a crazy time to where everybody is just hurting and everybody dying and stuff like that. So I
Yeah,
understand all that. But yeah, it's really it for the mental health thing though.
yeah. I mean, for
We
me
need to
personally,
talk
like,
about it more. Huh?
yeah, definitely. For me personally, like, it affected everything across the board, like the sickness and all that. Like my dating life, you know what I'm saying? It got bad because it's like, I don't want to put nobody in a position where, I don't know if I'm gonna be cool. I thought
He
or
said
anything.
that
I
she
was,
feel like men are going to therapy nowadays. Yeah,
yeah,
because
a
I
lot of
feel
us
like
are.
that too
I
though.
mean,
No.
some men. I'm
Yeah.
not like I haven't seen a lot. I've seen some start and stop too, but in my personal experience and opinion, I think when men actually go to therapy and take therapy serious, they
Hmm.
can better manage their day to day.
Yeah,
Right.
Like, I feel like a lot of times things happen, things go left because men are too embarrassed to go and talk to someone about what they have going on. And I also feel like as women, we need to actually pay these men attention too. Like, we always think that we have a lot going on and we negate the things that y'all also have going on. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, and that's not cool. Like, everybody need to stop being off for self. The more you like care about a person and actually, and I'm not saying we gotta coddle men or anything like that, but actually understand that they go through things as well.
true that.
And like really take that serious. And I think a lot of times we don't. We just be on some, we kind of just keep poking the bear in a sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the whole
We
thing
don't
right
never
And
want
there.
to
plus, a
take
lot of
time to
y'all got
understand.
sons too. A lot of y'all got kids too. A lot of y'all got sons. So you don't want the next woman to treat your son the same way that
Facts.
you treating another
Facts.
man. So
Even you
take
see
that
Benji
into
said, a
consideration.
lot of times women can play a part in it, like bringing men down. Like I'm not one to really bash women online or
Me
anything like that.
neither,
However, there's definitely some truth to that. You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Me personally, I haven't had too many crazy situations where a woman brought me down. That never was really a thing I went through too many times, but it's very true. Like I see it all the time. Like, and then men bring women down too. You know what I'm saying? It works both ways, but
For
I
sure,
just
they
feel like,
bring it down.
just gotta, I don't
Men
know.
got a heavy pride, heavy
Yeah,
ego.
definitely need to
I
go. I
say
try
that
to.
all.
This I would say this for me, like man, going through all this, bro, definitely kind of. I wasn't really ever. I don't feel like I was ever an egotistical dude or nothing like that, but it really definitely had me like rethink a lot of things, like because like going through what I was going through, and I had all types of thoughts. Like I don't have no kids or nothing like that, so it's like, damn, like, am I gonna have kids? Do anybody want to deal with this? All types of stuff was running through my mind. So that's the main reason why I needed to talk to somebody that was like outside looking in. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like. And I had so much stuff going on in my mind. And still to this day, I still struggle a little bit. Like it's not all the way there, you know what I'm saying? But I'm able to just keep moving forward about it. But that's stuff that I think about on a daily day, just as far as
So
like
the way that you is as a man, bro, you ain't gotta worry
yeah.
about that, bro.
Yeah, it's not
With
really a
your
thing
character,
where
yeah.
it's not really a thing because I know like who I am, but at the same time, you like the sickness stuff, just it really start messing with you. Like you really start thinking about all types of stuff, like you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Is everything good? You know what I'm saying, bro? I never had no issues, bro. I never had no issues, no man issues or anything like that. So when I start going through certain stuff, it's like, damn, what did I even do? You just start blaming God, all types of stuff. You're like, damn, what did I do to deserve this? That's the wrong
Right.
way to go. But that's just being realistic. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying?
You could check the comments. You got some in the
Yeah.
comments.
Let's see.
Well, I hope you're being pain.
Thank you,
Okay.
exquisite tea.
Hey,
Yeah.
Twin got a comment. Twin has one.
See, sometimes us women feel as though men, you're not
If
supposed to
you
be
want,
emotional, but technically we all are. Yeah. So with that, I got both of y'all. I'm gonna respond to both of y'all with the whole not being emotional thing. I don't feel like men should be technically emotional, but you should be emotionally aware and be able to express your feelings in the manly way. Like, and also there's nothing wrong with crying. I'm not saying cry to your woman because some women are going to that scare some women off, but as a guy, as a man, I should say I never used to want to cry, you know what I'm saying? Until the last couple of years, I had to cry many times. Like it was so bad. One time, um, I was in so much pain. I didn't even tell you about the pain aspect. That was the main thing for me was the pain aspect. When you're in pain, you don't want to deal with nobody. You don't want to see nobody. You don't want to talk to nobody. You don't want to hear from nobody. Just leave me alone. And I got to a point one time I was in so much pain, like where my mom came in the room. I was in so much pain. My mom came in the room and I was like crying. And she had never seen me like that. I'm grown, like, you know what I'm saying? She hadn't seen me like that in 20 something years. So to see me like that, it's like, damn, it's like a very vulnerable moment for me. But definitely sometimes you gotta let it out. I ain't saying you go out like Trey Songz, can't help but wait or nothing like that, but definitely gotta let it out. You know what I'm saying? You definitely gotta let it out, even as a man. Let's see. You got coping mechanisms do I use to help me? Sometimes I just zone out. I'm a music guy, so I listen to a lot of music to help me. I read. Like I'm not Muslim. I read my Bible. You know what I'm saying? But I do reading, music, podcasting is really my mechanisms because when I'm doing my thing on the podcast, it's like nothing else really matters to me. What else? I take walks now, uh, like just random walks. Especially now that I can walk, because like I said, I couldn't walk for a while. So it's not I couldn't walk 100% not walk, but it was like very bad. Like my balance was off, my legs was weak, so couldn't walk for a while. So now I take random walks. Music is always a thing. I've been getting on TikTok. That's been helping, you know what I'm saying? Just being with y'all, having a good time. Because I've been out of work since August 4th, I believe. Finally going back next month. So it's been a while. So like from 23 to 24, I was out for a year. Now I've just been out for 6 months. So it's been crazy. You know what I'm saying? I can't really make the bread that I want to make. It's a lot of things that play into it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's been hard for me to date women because it's like, you want to bring somebody into that. It's uncomfortable for me sometimes. So I think somebody's going to be able to deal with something like that. So it's a lot of things. Like I said, that have been bothering me. But those were my main mechanisms. Like I said, talk to people that are outside of my situation, like a therapist. That was important for me to do that. Um, going and I tried to play video games too at some point. That didn't last long, but I tried. Yeah, men's mental health is very important. I did a few episodes. Like I did an episode early in 2024, I believe. Yeah, I had the resistance bands. I got some Johns in here. I pretty much use them sparingly. Like I got a situation with my arm right now, which is kind of crazy. It's still not 100%. You can't tell because I don't never like show any signs of it, but my right arm is still a little messed up. Should be getting surgery at some point this year. But I do the resistance bands. That's actually what I did when I had physical therapy. It definitely was good for me because my physical therapist was cool. She was pretty young too, so we had a good rapport, and she would come twice a week for like 4 weeks straight. We did our thing, and I got better. Showtime Shady, what's up? Yeah, the resistance stuff, working out helps with your mind too. I did double and dabble with the gym in between time, but it's like the stuff I'll be having going on to be kind of preventing me. But I think this round, when I go back to work next month, I'm really going to be able to hit the gym and go hard. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to like lift weights and stuff. I'm used to being strong. Like I lost my frame. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, like I ain't complaining. You know what I'm saying? I just thank God every day, and I, just keep pushing forward. I'm glad I can come on here and talk about it now, because like I said in the beginning, I never thought I would be able to like really talk about it. Like it's way more details, but I ain't gonna go that deep. But just know, like the pain levels I was in was just like exquisite. Like I couldn't even sit right. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't really do much for myself, man. That's like hard to admit or even think about as a man because you just used to doing your thing all the time. It was like, I had to sit down for a while. But we getting back. We getting back for real. All right, so men's mental health, we got that.
that's a good joint, dog.
Yeah,
No, real shit, bro.
For
You on
sure,
it.
for sure. Much salute to you, my brother. Much
You got
salute
something
to
to
you.
add too?
appreciate you, bro. Like, yeah, like people wouldn't even know unless I talk about it because I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I kind of just try to move forward and act like ain't nothing going on when it really is. But you know how it go. We men.
Could you got something to add, though? I know
Hmm?
you probably was just asleep or something.
No, I wasn't asleep. I was actually talking to my baby girl on the phone while y'all was talking. I just came into when I heard Uncle Dove saying what he was saying.
Yeah.
Thanks, appreciate that, B. Thank you, bro. Thanks, God. Thanks, Ja. Yeah, but hustle culture versus peace. I got that on there too, bro. Yeah, my silence is really based off a lot of things that I've been through in the past, especially. But yeah, hustle culture is important, man. A lot of people hustling nowadays. Let me see, B trying to come up.
Dove, change the panel around so B can come up.
All right, give me a second.
You can do two sided.
I was gonna say too, if I need more space, I don't mind dropping.
Thank
I'm good
you.
right now. What's up, B? Appreciate you, Marv.
Nothing much. Were you going to start, or did you want other people to start on the hustler
Um,
culture?
yeah, y'all can actually chime in, please.
Okay. Honestly, how I feel about hustler culture, I feel like it glorifies relentless work, equating to busyness, like
Mm,
with success, but often leads to a burnout with anxiety and poor health, and also it clashes directly with the pursuit of inner peace. To be honest,
okay, like that. Um,
by devaluing rest and self care.
yeah, that culture has kind of messed us up a lot. You know what I'm saying? As you get these moguls online and stuff like
Definitely
that.
has.
Oh, sleep this, no sleep that. Like realistically, and if you want to live a long life, you do have to sleep.
Yeah, that's not.
Like,
That's a fact. That's a fact. Cause I went to this conference, right? It was
okay,
called health 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 over hustle, right? It was in
right,
Hawaii. Me and my friend, we went, right? And the most important thing they said was rest, right?
right,
Because you have to get 8 hours a day in order to maintain your weight and everything. Like 8 hours is important. No matter how you get it, you have to get it, right? And and one of the panelists, right? He's on Forbes list. He said, "Yeah, I could have had this joint in New York, but I picked Hawaii because it's so place, like the pace is slow and everything is calm." He said he was he was like, "We just need to just slow down and enjoy life instead of trying to speed up and try to catch everything."
true.
Dove, how do you slow down? Like once you in hustle mode, how do you slow down? Okay.
Uh, to be honest, yo, like just me personally, like before I got sick. I was like one of those dudes. I was like, when I say always outside, I don't mean like partying and stuff like that. I didn't. I was one of those
Mhm.
guys that couldn't sit down. Like I'm always like, I didn't know how to be a homebody. You know what I'm saying? From the time I was like, got to high school, 'cause I went to high school for far from where I lived at. So at that point, I started like venturing out in the city, learning different places. I'm from Southwest. My school was in Roxborough, so I didn't. So I was like all my friends like were from uptown and stuff like that I met in high school. Most of them were from uptown. So I just started venturing out. And then from 18 to like I guess 29, I was just I was just I never sat down, like never once. I don't even think. Used to know when I was younger, I used to work two jobs all the time till like I got a real good job, and then I could kind of key in on that. But now how I look at it as far as sitting down is just like some of the stuff that's going on here. I don't really need to be a part of it. I'm getting older now. I'm in my 30s now. So, my main focus would be to get everything I got going on in order, what I'm saying, get my money right and solidify that and then, hopefully settle down and, start a family and all that. But that's where my mind is now. So that's allowing me to sit down because I can still probably act a fool even when once I'm feeling better. I don't, it's just not something I want to do. But when you are out here hustling all the time and the money is cool when you're working yourself to death, but it catches up to you. Like I have crazy sleep problems. This is before I was even, feeling sick and all that. I had crazy sleep problems because like my early 20s and my late teens, I never slept.
Or let
So
me
like,
re-ask you the question.
go ahead.
How do when you in hustling mode,
Okay.
how do you find your peace?
All right, all right. Let me
Because you
see.
didn't answer that. You just told me what you wanted to do, but you didn't tell me what you do.
What I do? I'm in hustling mode. How do I find my peace?
I went to therapy, so I'm asking you like
That's
questions
cool.
that they used to ask me.
I'm trying to think. The same way I said I cope with it is like my mechanisms of music and going to like live shows and stuff like that, going out to eat. That's how I do. Like in between, you gotta have fun for yourself, not just, based off of what you're trying to accomplish. So that's how I
Okay.
kind of mellow things out. Like I'm a foodie. I've been a foodie in the past. I like to go different restaurants and stuff like that. I'm like a movie
Okay.
connoisseur. I used to stay at the movies. So those are things that I like for myself. I don't have to have anybody with me. If I do those things by myself, kind of, feeds me peace and I can keep going.
Could you give an
All right.
example, twin, on how you would do it?
All right.
Like
So
what you do?
this is what I do.
Hmm.
Sometimes you gotta leave social media. Like
Oh, okay.
people don't know this about me, but I listen to country music. Nobody, I know the lyrics. I'll go to
Yeah,
a country show. That's my piece. So you have to find something that's actually your piece where you don't need nobody to go with you.
right.
Cause like
Okay.
people will be like, "Oh, she went to a country show. I never knew that." Yeah, I like country music. So if you ever in your car one day, if you got like XM, turn it on and literally listen to the lyrics, and you'll
Okay.
find peace in it. And a lot of people think because they in the bed they sleep. Just
No,
because you lay down and your eyes closed, you are not sleep.
that's very interesting that you said it, and it's true because I go through that on a daily basis myself.
Mm-hmm.
With the
So
brain
you had
wandering. Yep, I
Yeah.
Yeah,
agree.
so
Like your
you
brain
had
I
to
still
do a
be
lot of
find
that.
working.
something. You had to find something that helps your brain not wander.
Right.
Like I know you said you like your podcast, but you can like a podcast all day and tomorrow, but that's not what's helping you because you said you still feel it sometimes. So you
Hmm.
have to keep on searching for something that you can do alone that's literally going to help you find peace so that you could proceed with your podcast.
Yeah. Um, in that case, like I said, I like going out to eat by myself and going to the movies and stuff like that by myself.
But it's
Uh,
still
I'm
people
still
around.
working. I'm still working on that.
Okay.
Okay. All
I'm glad you
right,
asked
I
that. It's
ask you
something I can look
in
at.
like 2 weeks
Yeah,
so
I'm
Can I
you
still
can
ask
working
a
on.
figure.
I never
question?
really thought of that, but I definitely am still working on that.
Do
Okay.
you guys think that setting boundaries is a part of having peace?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Friends, family, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
Okay.
I first, like when I was like, at my worst, I wasn't answering the phone. You know what I'm saying? None of that. Like I had people calling me and stuff like that, and I didn't understand because it was like, yo, like I'm going through X, Y, Z, you calling me, and you're expecting me to be the same person that I am when I'm, on my stride. Like I didn't understand that, but I definitely, at that point since then set a lot of boundaries. That definitely has protected my peace because people just don't
Absolutely.
even ask you if you're good before they start spilling stuff on you. You know what I'm
Yep.
They don't.
So
They
I
saying?
really
do that
don't.
now. I do that
Yeah.
now. Like if something is overstimulating me, I don't answer.
Yeah.
I don't answer the phone. I don't text back. It's like I don't even see it. I block it out so that I don't go back to that dark
Yeah.
space.
And another thing I stopped doing was explaining myself to people.
Yeah, you gotta stop explaining
I was
yourself.
about to
Yep.
say that
I
I
stopped
stopped
explaining to
explaining
my
myself to
people.
people.
Uh,
I leave my phone on D&D. I'm going to reply when I have the
When I
mental
yep.
capacity to reply. I don't have
Me
Yep.
no
too,
kids,
though.
so there's no need for nobody to call me a bunch of times. I had to get my friends in the like habit of when they text me, don't just throw stuff on me. Ask me
Yep.
how I'm feeling, because when I text you, I say, "You good? Everything good?" All
Hmm.
right, now I got this problem.
I got
Like,
You
you.
know what, T? I agree with you. I made my friends
Hmm.
start asking, could you ask if I'm okay to receive whatever
to
you're trying to
receive
drop
whatever
on
you
me?
try to throw, yes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
because that might be my 13th reason.
Baby. And you just don't
Exactly.
even know it and you done put me in the
yeah.
hole.
That's definitely where I'm at with it. And I'm at the point where I don't owe nobody no explanation. You know what I'm saying? You're not my
Hmm.
girl.
Yeah.
I don't even owe my parents no explanation. That's where I'm at with it. Even though, that's my
And,
mom or whatever, or my dad
and
or however you want to look at it.
when you do have kids, it's only going to get worse because you're gonna be like now you gotta think of how to keep them at peace.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And
I think that
people
was one of
don't
my
think about
problems
stuff.
though.
Yeah,
I
people don't
agree,
think about
twin.
stuff. People don't
Yeah.
think about stuff like that. Cause like my son, he went to school kindergarten, first grade, second grade. His dad got killed in kindergarten. So that's kindergarten, first grade, second grade. He in third grade now. My son went to school every day and showed his ass. It didn't matter how much I went up to that school and nobody ever stopped and said, "Hey, are you okay?" I'm trying to stay sane for him.
To piggyback off there, I was in the same situation to where as though my son had to get an IEP due to his behavior because of the situation
Yep.
that happened with his dad.
Hmm.
And he was actually there, so it was like a traumatic
Yeah, that's
moment
the same.
too.
Yep.
And like what she said, you got your energy wear off on your kids too sometimes. So you
Yeah,
gotta really like try to be strong for them, even though like you fucked up too. So it's like, yeah, I agree with her.
To
yeah, that's
piggyback
real.
off of them, I didn't quit a whole job mid shift because my
Me
kid
too.
acting up with an IEP.
Sis, didn't I? When my the day my baby dad got killed, I didn't go back to work that whole year. No, it was 6 months. When I did go back, I quit because I knew I didn't have the capacity to work. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know how I was going to do it. But I said I'm gonna get this shit done because I had to
Right.
think about my peace so that they could be at peace.
It's smart.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
real.
so
That's
you need
real.
to find something like me. I was like, this what I'm gonna go do. Oh, I'm gonna work from home. I tried that. I quit. Motherfuckers was like, oh, she gonna fail.
Right.
And now everybody look at me today like I don't know how the fuck she did that shit, but this girl really was like in the dark space and she found her way out. It sometimes you gotta find your way out without people.
Yeah. That's a good that you asked me that in the beginning though, because like I tried to do the whole um stay to myself, isolate myself, and it worked at times, but the other times I was miserable. You know what I'm saying? Like that's hard because I never like I was always pretty much a like well balanced, happy individual type dude. You know what I'm saying? I always was
Mm-hmm.
grounded. So like when you go through stuff and then you don't know how to find, like you said, your peace, it really can it mess with you. Like I was going through it bad. Like I would try to isolate myself, and then next thing you know, like
Dub, I moved and everything. Ain't tell
yeah,
nobody where I lived at. I did a whole lot, like I wasn't answering. People kept coming to my house. I'm like, man, I don't want to fucking talk to you because
yeah.
motherfuckers want to talk to you to be newsy. They don't want to know how you really feeling.
No, that's true. I learned that too, man. I had to weed out some people too, you know what I'm saying? During all of this, people asking me for bread, all types of stuff. Like, I'm sick, I ain't
Mm-hmm.
working. And you got a nerve to ask me for some bread, especially the amounts of bread I was getting asked for. Like, you asking me for a significant amount of money, like, you know what I'm saying? And I hate people that don't have like a job or any steady income to ask you for bread because it's like,
You don't even know
how
when
do
you
I
get
know you're gonna
it.
be able to pay me back? Like, that's another
Mm-hmm.
story for another day. But like some of the stuff I was going through to
Man,
this
tell
day,
me, can I tell
I
you
don't
something
understand.
about that real quick? I want to tell you
Yeah,
something. I want to touch on that, and I'm not trying to throw kids in it, but this is a pet peeve of mine. People always want to borrow from you, right? Then when you get back from them, they always try to use their kids. Oh, because I can't give it back to you because I got kids. Da, 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 da. But the moment you try to borrow from them, oh, you ain't got no kids. Because why you broke? So my rule is, if you got kids, don't borrow from me. If you don't got kids, you could borrow from me because I can hound you down for it. That's all. But go ahead.
I wanna touch back on the hustle culture thing because when you think about it, it has become a lifestyle for people because the price of living is so high. So it's like you have to be in that mode 24/7. Like
Mm-hmm.
to even stay on top of your bills, stay on top of your kids, stay on top of yourself. So it's like hard to find peace when you have to be in that mood. Like you have no choice.
I agree with you,
I
but I
agree.
also had to get into the habit of redefining success beyond material things.
Not even just
mm,
material though, be like
I mean,
even
like
just
housing
with
and
bills
stuff too,
alone.
bills. No, I definitely get what you're saying, but
right.
like, I don't know. Like, I had to start telling myself, like, it's okay if I can't do X, Y, and Z. Like, I'm not about to overwork myself so much to the point where I'm burnt out. Because if I'm burnt out, I can't enjoy nothing.
You
I
can't be
agree
Right.
with
yourself
both of
when you're
y'all
burnt out,
too.
man.
I
I
was
agree
burnt
with
out
you
for two
too.
whole years and nobody knew. Well,
But
my
it's like
sister knew, but nobody knew. I was
But it's
taking
like that moment when
classes.
you once you fuck up, it's you gotta like start back over. That'd be the thing though. Once
Mm-hmm.
that one setback is, it don't be easy to get back to where you was. You get what I'm saying? So that one
Yeah.
missed bill or that one missed thing, you back at square one, and that shit ain't
Oh,
the fuck
Mm-hmm.
easy.
people be like fronting like, yo, listen, man, one missed check can change a whole lot. Like none of us is rich out here.
It
Absolutely.
can.
So one
One
missed
check
check
can
can
put
like
you
Absolutely.
do a
behind.
whole lot. And I've
Exactly.
experienced it and you're like, damn, like I only missed 1 week. You know what I'm
Shit, a
saying?
few hours. No, let's be
Oh,
real. A
facts.
few hours can set
Especially
you
when you
back.
got your shit in order. The moment you take
Exactly.
them ducks out of the fucking road, you
Shit is all
back
fucked
to
up.
You're
exactly.
kind of like in a hard, rock in a hard place because you're like, you
Exactly.
You
don't
back
really
to
know what to
your
do.
back being against the wall, but you still
A
got people looking
fact.
at you like, how are we gonna eat?
Like
Yeah.
for example, like when I had first went out of work, I didn't have no sick time left. So my job is weird the way they do it, like the union and all
Let me
that.
get some
So
of those.
I had to be without pay for like the first 6 weeks because I didn't have no FMLA. So I was getting it. My job was protected, but I wasn't getting no bread. So I think I got paid the first week, and after that, I had to apply for like short-term disability. I finally got some of that, but it never was steady. You know what I'm saying? So right now,
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm being real, like transparent. Like my last time I got paid for my actual disability, like short-term disability, was November the 17th, and then I had an appointment on the 19th. So from there until now, I just went to my dermatologist today because they didn't improve my long term, so I didn't get paid in like 7 weeks. So now I'm battling with that because it's like, all right, it's one thing for me to be out, but I'm not gonna be out not getting paid. And you got your little side jobs, but I can't get a regular job and also collect that. So it's like you put me in a rock in a hard place. So I'm in the stage where now like I'm supposed to
Mm-hmm.
go back next month, but at the same time, it's like if I don't get this bread, then I gotta go back sooner. So I'm just trying to mentally prepare myself. That's the main thing is mental.
Mm-hmm.
My physical is better, you know what I'm saying, but the mental thing is like, all right, no, it's one thing to feel better, but it's another thing to feel better to go back to work. And I'm not like trying to milk the system or nothing like that because I'm bored as hell. Like I'm not gonna say a lot of y'all,
I don't
but at the
even think
same
it's
time,
you
like I'm
milking
trying to
it.
get
You gotta be
myself ready. You know
mentally
what I'm saying?
ready.
Yeah. So
And you thinking about the I know with the short term disability, it's not
mhm,
your whole check. People don't realize that it's like a
yeah,
percentage of it.
it's sixty
So
percent of your gross
yeah,
for
so
mine.
it's like that's in reality back to what T said. That's not enough for the cost of living. So you
Yeah.
looking at it in that way, but you gotta get your mental right first.
Yeah, it's true. Like I shout out to my mom because like I never been like a mama's boy or nothing like that. So like when I first
Hmm.
all this start first going on the first time, like me and her got really closer. Like we was always cool. Like I never had no issues. I wasn't a bad kid, but I just always lived like my
You
personal
was
life outside of my.
independent.
I live my personal life outside of my mom. My dad don't live in Philly. He lived down south. So it's like I always live my personal life outside of my family. But it finally kind of got intertwined once that happened because it's like I don't have no lady, you know what I'm saying, no steady woman or nothing like that. There's nobody I really can look to, so I just really had to kind of lean on her. You know what I'm saying? I felt bad about it, but at the same time, she would tell me all the time, like, "Why you feeling bad? I'm your mom." But it took me a while to kind of like, get to come to my senses about it because it's like I don't want to be a burden to nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yeah. It's all good. Like, like I said, I'm just happy that I am gonna go back to work because I do miss it a little bit. At first, it was like, nah, but it's like I'm used to that rush and getting paid every week and stuff like that. But this stuff right here is like it's unsteady. Like I said, I've been going like 7 weeks without getting an actual check. It's like it's been messing with me a little bit. But today when I went to go see my doctor, I guess things felt a little better. She said I was doing good, all my diagnoses and stuff. So I'm just moving forward. But yeah, that hustle stuff, hustle culture versus peace is definitely something that it's always been a battle because like you said, like you want to go as hard as you can. But at the same time, like people really need rest. They really gotta, you know what I'm saying, get their mental right. But the minute you let the foot off the gas, it's like things can go downhill so fast. So I just think us as young people, trying to do our thing, we got kids, we got family and stuff like that. We really gotta stay on board and we gotta you know, just have different avenues of income as well. Because like for real, like one source is not enough. As much as we would like it to be, like I had to come to my senses like, yeah, you might have a good job, you might make a certain amount of money and all that. But unless you're doing super overtime, that 40 hours ain't gonna cut it. So let me see. Anything by anybody else got anything else to say about it before we move on?
Uh,
All right, so let me see. TikTok fame, blessing or a curse? I'll just say like I'm new to this. Well, I'm not really new no more. You know what I'm saying? It's been like a month and some change now. So I ain't gonna keep saying I'm new. I'm pretty much I'm cool. Like as far as like I know
yeah.
everything that's going on, I'm tuned in, I'm aware, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna, be doing these lives and stuff like that more and often. So I just feel like not even just TikTok fame, internet fame in general, because you see people that are, even when you go to Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Like I know people personally that never had a life, but became a somebody on the internet. And it can be a curse because like people just take themselves down these dark holes and they just become somebody that they're not, and they forget who they are. And once you forget who you are, then
You no good.
kind of down spiral, yeah, down
Mhm.
spiral from there. Me personally, I always had a big personality. You know what I'm saying? Like you always say, I'm quiet, but like I told you why, and I'm one of those people that kind of reserved. I'm a reserved person, but I do talk. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of had to feel my way in. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I only knew Bar. Like Bar, the only thing I knew that was on TikTok that was like really doing lives and stuff like that. So when he first introduced me, I'm like, well, I'll get on there, bro. But I'm finally into a space where I feel comfortable and stuff like that. But as far as a blessing or a curse, it's definitely a curse. The blessing part is if you can monetize, you can make money. If you can, end up, becoming a hot rapper or something like that, that's the good part. But then you got the bad part is which, people get big headed, they get in trouble, men and women, you know what I'm saying? Niggas be getting shot, all types of stuff. That's one. Anybody want to speak on that?
Well, let me just say I'm glad that you're finding your way into talking to us, but we're always gonna love quiet Uncle Dove.
Yeah,
Leave Dove
I'm not,
alone. Dove don't
I'm
gotta
probably
talk.
going to still always be that, you know what I'm saying? And just talk when I need to, because that's just how I am. But at the same time, like, I'm aware I ain't just like no weirdo in the background or nothing like
We didn't think he was a weirdo. Well, I
No,
I
didn't.
did.
cause you
I
my
You thought he
did.
was a
man, bro.
I
weirdo,
I ain't
twin?
gonna
No,
lie. I
I
be
he
actually
around
like
the
did. I ain't
weirdo.
I
think
actually
that.
like everybody personality. I feel like you are who you are, and motherfuckers
that.
just gotta accept it. Like you
Man,
being
fuck all
quiet don't
that,
really
Benji.
bother me. Jabbar, you's a hater. You being quiet don't actually bother me though. Like that's just who you is. I fuck with you because of who you is, and that's just like how it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I'm not gonna
appreciate that.
hold you. I always thought you was just like peeping the scenery.
Quiet, you're right.
Cause I mean, I do
Yeah,
that in person all the time. When I don't really
Right.
know people, I'm
Like
filling them out. I'm looking
you just
around.
being
Oh, okay.
observant, right?
Like, oh, okay, she ain't drunk. She just walked like that. All right.
Right.
yeah.
Thanks.
It's like by the time I find a link with people, you know what I'm saying, I'll be ready. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna be no
Okay.
little mouse in the corner or nothing like that. Cause I can be the life of the party too. So it's like
Oh
I can do
shit.
both.
Okay.
Bar, you crazy.
Um,
But the
I do.
subject at hand, anybody got anything to say about that?
I do. I feel like fame can be a blessing and a curse. But I mean, like you can get adoration from it and certain opportunities, but a lot of people don't
Right.
realize when you become like famous to a certain extent or whatever we want to call it on here, you're sub you're subjected to like harassment,
Yeah,
scrutiny. Like you get what I'm saying? It really depends on how you manage pressure as a person. And we kind of got to be mindful of that too, because you
that's
could be
real
on
important.
here always targeting one person. Always. You don't know what it's like for them when they log off at the end of the day. You might have just been the
Facts.
cherry on top for them.
Facts.
Well, I said that about a lot of people that I met in person from the app. I was like, damn, I like them better in person than on the
Yeah.
app.
Yeah, because people
Um.
have online personas.
Yeah, you
Hmm.
can't when you're in person with somebody it's very different. You can't really, you know what I'm saying? You can really feel the vibe. You can understand, who they are, where they're coming from when they certain or do certain stuff or how they move, you know what I'm saying, in person
Hmm.
versus online. So I've learned that like I interact with people like on TikTok, I interact with y'all. I don't really like, do too much like as far as Instagram. Like, I had my past, like we men, so I had been in DMs and stuff like that before on Instagram. But as far as when I got to TikTok and
Hmm.
hearing y'all saying like niggas being chicks
Mm-hmm.
DMs and stuff like that, I'm like, damn, like
Hmm.
I thought this was the one John where it was kind of like safe from that, but
You
it's
know,
like
you
every
You
safe from
know it's not
anything on
safe.
the
I know, I
internet.
know, I know now,
You
but
get
at
in
first
more
when I
trouble
first
on
got
here than
yeah,
Instagram.
And I was
when I
just gonna
first got on the
say,
panels, I ain't know. But once I started like going panel to panel and checking stuff out, I'm like, damn, this shit crazy.
nobody's safe. Yeah, exactly what Ben just said. It's the internet. Like, you get what I'm
No
saying?
real shit. Not
You
even on
gotta
Everything
no
worry
funny
up.
about
shit.
your
And that
mental
wasn't even on
health.
no
This
funny
shit like
shit.
the
It's like
And
club.
then
the fuck.
Everybody up.
I also, you got so much access to so many different people in so many
Yes.
different places. So it's just like
Mm-hmm. So easy to cheat or do shit
it's
or
Mm-hmm.
talk.
man, you went too far with cheating. Ain't
My
nobody
fault,
safe
father.
here.
Like I
Like
want
That's
him to
you just
not
went
crazy.
talk,
all the way
yo.
there,
Like
bro.
he's
Easy.
doing less.
I
Is
went
it easy,
right.
bar?
Yes, it's easy for people to do that.
I
Yeah,
mean,
bro.
it's easy to
Online, I
like.
told you that
I can't do it.
online.
I
Fuck.
guess because it's like you more accessible,
Because I was
maybe.
telling my homie the other day, social media ruined relationships just in general. Like
Hmm.
social
I
media,
don't think
period.
social media do it.
Yes,
I
it did.
think people do it themselves.
People
This is
do
just the
it.
No,
ad. Social
no,
media
it's the
cannot do
ad. The
anything. It's
temptation
you.
in the
No,
people
No,
is
it's
the
who
people
you
ad.
allow it to
People
are.
influence
want it
them.
because it
People
takes
allow it.
you
Some
to.
people have control.
Uh-uh.
You can control
Hmm.
yourself. It's not an app. It's the
Yeah.
people. I don't think an app can't do nothing.
How you at this big age
Mm-mm.
with no self control?
Yeah, like
Exactly.
for
And
example,
it's
Mm-mm.
people.
Too much temptation on the ad.
yeah, I
Apps.
mean, we all
All
go
these
through it, men and
apps.
women. Yeah, like for example, like I had a relationship back in from like 20, the end of 2018 to the very beginning of 21. Cool. I was doing great. When I was going to work and stuff like that. I was doing great, man. Everything was great. I was the best I could be until the pandemic hit. So I'm not trying to exalt myself, making any excuses or anything like that, but I'm just like speaking my truth. So pandemic comes, and mind you, we gotta go home from my job for like a week first. We did a week, no work, no nothing. Cool. My girl live in Jersey. I live in Philly. There's a lot going on. So let me see. Remember the whole shutdown thing, right? So the shutdown happens. We can't really go nowhere. Not much to do. I'm stuck at the crib working from home, and like at that point, I realized like, the issues that I had because I just started doing stuff like, what I'm saying? Like too much time on your hands is not good. And I learned that for myself, like going forward, because during that time I was entertaining and stuff like that. Now, I would never go to the point of going to see somebody or meet somebody because I was scared to death. So I'm like one of those people, like I know a lot of people, so it's like I couldn't see myself going out and doing something behind the girl's back and not getting caught up because it's like I know too many people. It's just like such a small world. So when you say like cheating is easy, it's a moral thing, I guess, or a conscience thing because my conscience wouldn't allow me to go out there and physically do nothing. But the most I could do was like entertain, which was wrong too. But I just that just wasn't for me. Like, I just can't see myself doing it. I'm not trying to exalt myself and make it seem like I'm a good guy or nothing like that. But that's just how I feel about that, like the cheating thing. Because I mean, some guys can do it, and you know what I'm saying. It is what it is. But me personally, I'm single, so I've been single most of my life. That girlfriend I had at that point was like maybe one of two relationships I had in my 20s. How y'all feel about that?
I
You for,
think
you
I
for
think
everybody, Dove. I ain't gonna lie. Say no, I'm playing.
I
I'm
think
joking.
social media be having people think like y'all forget. All right, as girls, we might get on here and be like, "Oh, hey, Bookie," or "Thanks, Bay," or something. We don't mean that shit. Like we don't know these people.
Right.
So when guys be like, "Oh, females is easy," or "Oh, they flirtatious," no, sometimes it's just it's whatever. It don't be that deep. People gotta stop looking at social media as like, oh, she on there flirting or oh, he on there
Oh no.
flirting. Cause it's like it's just you just being nice. It's fucking social media.
Yeah,
It's just entertaining. I feel like you're supposed
Yeah,
to
you
entertain, and
entertaining,
that's just
right?
what you're doing, right?
I think that's my problem that I had like in the dating world because like I do a podcast, so some people automatically, think I'm out here just, slaying all of my fans or whatever. I don't got fans. I wouldn't say fans. I don't mean to say fans, but
They
people that
fans.
listen to it and
Like
stuff like
no.
that. Yeah,
You
like
do
I
got
don't.
fans, bro. Cause you do got listeners in the city. Don't
I
do
mean,
that.
yeah, but at the same time, like me personally, like I got like a thing with me, like you can't. I think I heard Daryl say it the other day, like he don't give himself to every chick that want him. And like as you get older and you become a man, you really start living on principles and stuff like that. You got to really be picking and choosing about how you want to go about that type of stuff because you just can't let any woman in, your space. Just like y'all women are choosy with that stuff too. You can't let any nigga in your space because you already know how it go. So once I adapted that, then I started going doing better with my choices and stuff like that. Like I've pretty much been much disciplined when it comes to women, obviously, because I don't got crazy stuff going on. But at the same time, like I just really live by that, like being disciplined in the sense where you can't give yourself to everybody, man or woman. Like I don't recommend it for nobody because all these soul ties and stuff like that, all that stuff is real. I don't know how everybody else feel about that, but all that stuff is real. Out here slaying all these chicks and all these different personalities, you know what I'm saying? It's just too much.
I agree with you. I also feel like COVID, when you touched on the COVID topic, COVID was a hard time for a lot of people. It was moms that just had babies during
Yeah,
COVID, you know what I'm saying? And it played on people's mental health. Like, I had my youngest son that November, and then
okay,
we closed down that January.
yeah, it's
I
crazy.
had bad postpartum,
Really,
and nobody knew besides my sister.
man. So
And it was
that,
just like you still couldn't go outside in the world because I had a newborn. And then on top of that,
hmm
He was on
you
shutdown.
know, we was on the shutdown. Couldn't work. And work is my getaway, to be honest. How we talked about like our coping mechanism.
hmm
I'll go easily work an 18-hour shift after getting off one job.
that's the way to get away from the world. You know what I'm saying? Working and you know what I'm saying, doing your thing.
Absolutely. So mental health, all ties into that. Like that TikTok thing,
Yeah,
the blessing and the curse, the peace. It all
yeah.
tied together really well, like your topic stuff. I just wanted to make mention of that.
Well, no problem. And then like as twin mom said, like it's definitely good to take breaks from social media. I recommend that to anybody. Like I take my breaks here and there, even when I'm doing my podcast and just have somebody else post for me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's definitely good to take breaks because that stuff, man, do something to you.
And people
Like
know when something wrong with you. Like
yeah,
I think one day Benji texted me. She like, "Where you been at?" And I told her, I said, "I'm just taking a break."
mm-hmm.
People
And it's
know
perfectly
when,
fine.
yeah, people know when something is wrong with you. So hearing you say all this, I didn't know all this. That's why I said in a week I'm gonna ask you the same question again.
Please don't forget.
I'm not gonna forget because I'm that kind of person. I'm gonna probably just write you one random night before I go to bed, like, oh, let me ask him that again. And
Yeah,
hopefully your answer is different. Hopefully you found what helps you, and we can just go from there. And if you didn't, I'll ask again.
yeah. I appreciate that. I definitely do. Like I think my mental health struggles did stem during the pandemic because like I said, I was in a relationship and the ending of that was sour due to some immaturity and stuff like that. Like I said, I did what I did, but it was like so much stuff that happened and we ended up living together during the pandemic, which was crazy. We moved like literally while everybody was looting and all that. That's when I was moving.
You was looting too?
Hey, yo,
Thank
yeah,
you.
dog.
I did
Yo,
get me somebody did give me a bottle of Ace of Spades. Shout out to my guy. That
Okay.
was
I
the
was
first
gonna
time I had
say,
Ace of
I'm
Spades.
we
And
should
glad
get you.
it was right before my birthday too, so I cracked that joint like I
hey, that
bought
was
it or
a good
something.
joint.
Mad I ain't know you there. I used to drink then.
Yeah, Ace of Spades. That joint was alright, but I wouldn't spend my bread on it to be honest. I see Daryl in there lighting them up. But yeah, like that's some of my some of my mental health struggles stemmed then. Like I said, I had too much time on my hands. I was just doing the wrong things and that happened. Then that's when my first time going to therapy was when I had that bad breakup or whatever. Yo, it was crazy. The ending was crazy. But then from there, like I was drinking for a minute. Like I was like 2021, I was drinking a lot. Like it was bad. I started on my podcast in 2021 originally. And I was drinking liquor. It was like drink champs on there. Every episode we had a bottle on there, and then eventually I got to a point where I kind of caught myself and I had to stop. So that's why when I got sick, I had like time in between when I was actually chilling. Like I wasn't doing too much. I didn't understand really like why is this happening now when I'm trying to like be on, the good path, or if you want to call it that. So that's where, stuff just started bothering me a lot. Yeah, blessing or a curse. It can be a blessing because you can get exposure, you can get funds. You've seen so many people come up on social media, it don't make no sense. Like in these last couple years, like especially during the pandemic, like we always make jokes about how, we doing our panels, like even what we was doing yesterday, the panel is like the pandemic was and we had like, everybody was popping it and everything. Yo, I seen so many people come up during the pandemic. You got people that was fraud and they got their bread, PPA loans and all that. But then you got some people that did some thorough stuff and they still going. So shout out to them. I'm still a little sour that I didn't get a PPA loan. I didn't forgive myself yet because
Yeah, when they
man,
come back around, we both gonna
Ain't
do
none of them people in jail. Even the
it. We
inmates was
both gonna
getting
do
them.
it. Cause I thought
it's
I
Get
was
like,
your
gonna go to
money.
yo,
jail.
it's like
Scared money didn't make money.
you want to be the honorable person. You like, all right, I ain't doing. I'm gonna stand down,
Appreciate you,
and you
cousin.
missed out all them free stacks.
Well, if it
Niggas out
swings
here,
back
yeah.
around, Dove, I'll do your application for free.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna remember that.
Crack it up.
Sure, I enjoyed this. Thank y'all for coming up and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Put some claps on for you,
Cool.
dog.
Of
Come
course,
on,
of
man.
course.
Go.
You know we come through for one another when needed.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. Um,
Are you
Y'all see
gonna
me?
make
Period,
this
brother.
like a weekly thing?
yeah, I'm gonna do this every Wednesday at 8. So I have
Okay.
flyer and everything made. I'm gonna put that up
Put
tomorrow.
some
But
claps on for you, dog. You know how to do the soundboard or no?
Make
uh,
You know
sure
he
to
don't know how
save
to
my
do it. He got to get
money.
it together.
Oh, I got you. I got
next
you.
week I'm gonna have everything on deck. You
You
know what
just
I'm saying?
got to press the pencil at the bottom of the screen
I mean, the
Okay.
goal is to
and go
get
to the
better.
sound
So don't say
effects.
you're gonna have it on deck because each time is gonna be better.
And
Okay.
Like this your
Dove,
first time doing it.
can I ask you a question
Sure.
while we all here? You starting? Yeah, there you go. That's a
There
good
you
joint. Sure,
go.
be good too.
What you say, Bar?
Period. That's how I
Can
say
we
your heart.
have like a TikTok joint that we do in person, like you know,
All right. So about that,
the big stepper joint? Like, what we
yeah,
doing?
probably early spring I'm gonna do it. 'Cause I
That's
got a spot
cool.
for it and everything. I just gotta get a couple more mics. So I want to get us all in like in a little round table situation. I'm gonna have a cameraman and
Alright.
all that. We're gonna sit. We're gonna get some topics. We're gonna talk. We're gonna have some liquor, all
Are
that good stuff.
you still gonna be you still gonna have the same bull, Credible Cruise, or
It's probably gonna be him. That's my youngin. So that's
alright,
family. Yeah.
cool,
So it's probably gonna be him.
cool.
But
That's a
the
good
spot I go
job.
out
'Cause I
like
like
the
his
spot.
work.
Me and my uncle. This is before I met you, but me and my uncle used to do these parties and stuff. We used to have like this lounge, so we used to throw stuff there. Still up and running. I just haven't like been, doing that because I, everything that went down with me. But about to start getting back to that. So once that's up and rolling again, I'm gonna make that happen for us all, so we can have a good time. Whoever wants to slide.
Alright.
So we do that. I'm gonna clip that up, put it on YouTube, all that good stuff.
And we could do the collab and shit too on my
Yeah,
page as well. If you want to do
definitely. We
that,
can do it
make it
live, and we
cracking.
can do it. Man, people, damn. We can do it live, and we gonna make sure it
Yeah.
happen. Don't worry. I'm saying
Oh, for
I'm glad.
sure, man.
I thank y'all. You know what I'm saying, for just ingratiating me and allow me to just move in.
Appreciate you for having me on the
You know,
post, man.
easily with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all ain't know me from a can of paint. I could have been a clown, weirdo, whatever. But y'all definitely show love from the rip.
Who sent
So I
me a
appreciate that.
galaxy or something? Or 1K. I don't know what it is. Appreciate y'all.
It's
Oh
the
no, you
best
want?
in the city, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, huh?
Yeah, appreciate y'all for coming through. All y'all feedback and
Appreciate you, for
Appreciate
comments.
sure.
y'all.
Definitely, Daryl. Appreciate
Anytime,
you,
it was
bro.
fun. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I don't want to hold y'all too long. You know what I'm saying? I hit that 20 goal, so appreciate you, Benji, for the running the comments for me. All
Period. Give
crazy.
us some claps.
I got you.
Shout out to y'all got Unc Up.
And he did it within an hour too. We started at 8.
Yeah. So
Get your money, huh?
it's all good. I'm in this joint. And I see y'all on the next live. Whoever going live, I'll be there in a couple minutes.
For sure.
All
We
right.
Good
out. It's the
night,
Good night,
Dove.
dynasty.
everybody.
It's the
All
Good
right,
night,
bro.
dynasty.
Dove.
Only
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
one. Bye.
All right.
Shala.